Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is Missy Black Pearl, and if you're new here, welcome and thank you for tuning in. So,
Hey.
today we are talking about being black in Germany and adapting to the people and the culture. Well, this one determines a lot of encouragement and strength, and the people you are with around or they are surrounding you. And most of the time, a lot of people fail or they don't cope along with the situation or the German culture because they don't find the right path. So, for me, back then, a long time ago when I came to Germany, I was very young. And the good is I had a great family who really gave me the warmth and the loveness or the love that I needed to cope around in Germany. And as a whole, they made me feel really like I'm not different from anybody else, and they loved me a lot. I felt really comfortable from the very first time I came here around my family, and I didn't have really any problem because they really loved me from the very first second. So I have my points here written down on my paper for you to see how I went along and how maybe it can help you to go along with your coping around with in Germany and all that stuff. Well, first point, if you are in Germany, you come to Germany, make sure you learn the language. That's the very first thing, which it can help you bring you everywhere. And most of the time, like, I will feel like if you know how to speak English, it's very easy to learn Germany, because I remember when I came here, immediately I went to German classes in Volkshochschule. They call it Volkshochschule here. And I started my first course. And the thing is, as I could speak really good English, it was not hard for me to learn Germany, because I'm a curious person. I am very curious. When I hear something I don't understand, I ask immediately what does that mean. I was a kind of a person, like every time I had a radio on early in the morning, I could listen to the radio. But like in Germany, everything was in German language. Radio was in German. So sometimes I hear they say, I hear the news, and those are the first words. I was like, what the hell is that? They were saying oh, somebody was lost, and if you find them or you hear any information, you go to the police station to report. And it will sound for me so much funny. I just ask, what the hell is that? Or when they talk a lot and they say some Beispiel, and I'm like, what the hell is some Beispiel? Oh, okay. That does, so such small words, you start with small words like those, you get curious to know what it means, and you hold them. The next day you learn something else. Those small things, they really help you to learn your language really quick. So that was the thing. I had a lot of radio, news or something those days, and I was, every time, like when I was home, I could watch TV. I was watching talk shows. They were not the best thing, but talk shows, I could hear people, interacting, conversation all the time. that helped me a lot to learn my language as well. So the second thing is, you need to, when you are in Germany, you really need to interact with different people. So that is really important. So when I came to Germany, the family I am in, they were my family. They were really loved around the village. I call it a village. So this place, it was that everybody knew. I remember, okay, when I came here, man, I felt like a princess, because everybody was just coming here and all liking me, bringing me some present and all the stuff. That's another thing for this, another story for another time. So like my mother, who took me in, my mother, she used to take me everywhere to her friends, and she felt proud about me. Really, I am black and she's white, but she didn't see that. She really loved me like a daughter, and she could take me around everywhere to her friends. I remember, okay, the thing is, when I came here first, I came the first week. The second week, immediately I started school. So I went to school early in the morning. Around 1 o'clock, I was back. When I was back, she was already waiting for me on the door. And it was so funny, because she was always nervous that I don't get lost and something. So I will come in. She already cooked lunch and all the stuff. I was like a daughter to her. She cooked lunch. We ate. After eating, I go upstairs. Like, I'm in Germany. It's new. It's September. Around September, end September, October, it's cold. It's becoming cold, and I'm not used about that cold. For me, I'm freezing. So every day I used to take a bath. I'd sit on a bathtub like an hour in a hot water, and then after that I would just jump in my bed and just be warm. So it went on like that. So no, but sometimes okay, then immediately the same time I was in this German school or something, I had to go to my driving school. Boy, it was crazy. Anyway, so, but the thing is, my mother, she will just take me everywhere. She will take me to her friends, and they are all talking in Germany. So that's the way I had to learn my German really quick, because there was nobody who was speaking English there. Everybody was like German, pop, pop, pop. And I'm sitting there and I'm right, left, right, left, right, left. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, really, I have really to get to know this language. So that's when I started really listening. I was listening carefully, and I will ask question. What did you say? What did you? Oh, so my mother will say, okay, if we don't understand each other, there's no problem. We have to speak with the hands and the feet, and I'm sure. And we came really along really well. So after meeting all these kind of people, different people all the time, when I go outside, I will always meet somebody. They know my mother or something, and they will start talking to me, and that's. Within 3 months, I could understand a lot. I could talk a lot of German, because one, I was going to school for 2.5 months, almost 3 months. That was the first course. And the second, I was always having people to interact with me, talk to me, and they were not talking any other language apart from talking and speaking in German. Another thing is, when you're in German and you want really to not to have that much culture shock or something, you have to be open on the culture. You have to be open on food culture, eating, and all that stuff. I've seen a lot of people from different countries, when they come around here, they just really want to stay on their space, away. I mean, you're coming from the country where you're coming from, and you're coming to a new country, and still you don't want to integrate yourself with with things around, what they eat, how they are. You have to integrate yourself with the culture. And that's what I feel it's very important for everybody to think of: integration. Integrate yourself to the culture of the place or the country you are in. And that is very important, because that will help you to go forward in life and to feel comfortable in the space or in the place you are living in. So when I came here, I already I used to like cooking a lot. So I was I already finished my studies, college and all this stuff. So I started really working in a good tourism hotel, because I did hotel management, and cooking was my best part, which I really loved. So when I came here, my mother was always like cooking, she liked baking, and we really understood each other so well. So after all, I had a background already, like international foods, which I was cooking in the hotels. So by the way, I was in Baobab, Robinson Baobab. So they have different international foods. So I was there. I learned a lot, and when I came here, I learned more about the German food, German culture, really German, not the ones you see now, people, they mix or whatever, they mix. Really German food, and German from the Dorf, from the village. So for my mother, she used to cook different food, really original goulash, original braten, sauerkraut, rotkraut, all those stuff, really German food. And she liked baking, and we were baking together, all the stuff. So it made me really integrate myself a lot so quick in this German culture, because I knew I started feeling myself at home. I miss home. I had really homesick. I remember the first time when I came here. Oh my God, those days we didn't have no WhatsApp or something, I used to use like a house phone. God damn it. I used to pay like a bill of 700 D-Mark those days. D-Mark, it was a lot the first month, because I was missing my parents. I was missing, most of the time I was talking to my family, nobody else. But still, I used to have a big bill, because sometimes I just feel like, oh, I'm missing. But I had the love, yes, but you miss your people. You miss the culture around you where you grew up. And that's when, but still, that's not like you chose to move. You chose to move, and you have to integrate yourself and work hard and feel comfortable. I did so, and I have done it, and I'm comfortable. I love my life the way it is, although I miss my people as well, but I make sure I travel to see them and all the stuff. So I think lastly, we're going to talk about, you have to be really strong. Sometimes a lot to speak your mind. Don't let anybody make you just to shishi. No. Okay, I'm a kind of a person, I never let nobody stop me. If you haven't watched my video, I had a video I put on December about racism, which I actually talked about how I experienced racism in Germany. Please go back and watch it. It explains a lot what somebody can go through and how you can go through, and everybody go through it different way. That was my way. I went through it, but make sure you watch that. So the thing is, here you have to, those days when I came here, around here, there was no any other black person except of me. So you will just go sometimes to the supermarket, and it's like the kid is staring at you, and like, oh, and it's like the kid is asking, oh, why is she so brown? And you know what? I will tell them, I said, oh man, somebody just forgot me out the oven for a long time. That's why I'm brown. You you just take it easy and make a joke out of it, because there are people who are so serious they get offended about it. But that's just a kid, just make a joke around it, you laugh about it, and you just explain, okay, I come from this and this country, and people in the country are in other color apart from you. So I used to make joke about it. I used to, it's not like a big deal. An exception when somebody just comes in a bad way to me, then I had to speak a lot. I speak about, my mind a lot of time. I couldn't let somebody just stop me. Like, you have to fight, because nobody's going to fight for you. You have to open your mouth and let them know that you can talk to yourself and be strong, and don't let nobody just shishi you all the time. And that's what I did. I had to fight a lot. I had to fight. I had a really loving family, but outside there were also people who are really damn hell of a time. It was not easy. I was really young, but there's no mommy or daddy who is going to be working with you every time, or you have your friends who you grew up with, or whoever. And that's why I say, I feel it's so sad. I know a lot of like people from other countries, when they come, they don't want to integrate with the people around, like German people. You see, like parents, they can't even speak English. They can't speak in German. A lot, they depend on the kids. Parents, they don't know how to interact, because all the time they want to hold their self with their own people culture or something, and they don't want to be bright-minded to interact with people from their country themselves. And that, I find it so sad, because we are here in this country and we need to interact with the people with the country, so that we can integrate with them and make life easier and a better place for our kids and the kids who are coming behind it. That's why they should feel integrate all the time. I hope people will watch this. Make sure you subscribe. Understand. If you have anything question, just comment down below. I love interacting with people. I speak fluent German. I speak English. I speak my mother tongue, wherever from. And if you want to know more, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Leave your comment down below. I'm always there to reply to your comments. So I will see you to the next one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.